Salute. Oh, Bully Burley up in here. Bully Burley up in this joint. Randy Main, Florida Keys is up in here. Okay, let me get this together. Bully Burley up in this piece. We got to get 50 joints in for Bully Burley. Let's count it. 49, 48, 47, 46, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, woo, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right, 50 for Bully Burley.
Hey, bro. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What are those for?
Huh?
What is that for?
Oh, leg restraints. Keep your knees bent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bend the knees. Salute, Warren.
All right.
Another 50 for 40, 30, 20, 10. Woo! That's right. Another 50 stack. We doing 50 stacks. Who with me? Right after this workout, we got a live. We got to talk about it. you gotta get that stretch on. How you gonna throw them kicks and you ain't got no proper stretch? How you gonna throw them kicks and you ain't stretching right? These them burly push-ups right here. I'm gonna show you how you get them burly push-ups on. It's that burly money. Mr. Wash. Nobody ready for that point drill? Salute. Love you too, Bully Burly. We getting that money. We about to start our talk. That's right. Let's get this money. Money. Woo. Money on the wood make the game go good. What it be, my peoples? Who with me? Who with me? I'm about to start this talk. It's a chilly one out here, but it's all good money. So this Snowman, salute. Today's talk is about alcohol. Now, a good friend of mine's recently passed away the last couple of days, a few days ago. So if I get emotional during this live, just bear with me. What type of push-ups were those? Those were the burly ups. So In this world, like I said before, back in my heydays, um, salute, Chazium. Back in my dark days, I sold crack cocaine. I tore up my community. And one story is I was hustling in Midtown, and there was this guy named Brownsville, and salute. And this guy named, thank you, Bully. And this guy named Brownsville, he was one of my workers. He was smoking crack, and he messed up the pack. He messed up the package. I was real upset, so I slapped him up. Now he's a grown man, and I'm a young man, and I'm putting hands on him. You know, that's a whole another story within itself. But he was a grown man, and I put hands on him because he messed up that package, and he vanished. I heard he had got locked up, and he did some time. And back in those days, we didn't have cell phones like I'm talking on now. We had to get in the phone booth and call a person up. So I'm in the phone booth, I'm talking, and then who turns the corner? Mr. Brownsville. And he's like this, muscles on top of muscles. His melanin black complexion, it was shining like metal. He looked like he never had smoked a crack rock in his life. Now here I'm in the phone booth, little old me. Now I'm thinking, he's gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? He gonna kill me. I put hands on this man when he was a crackhead. Now he done went to jail, came back home looking like a soldier. He tapped me on my chest and he said, Light, thank you for that. Because of that, I'll never smoke crack again. Now, I say that story because he was a crackhead. But after letting his body rest, it snapped back. But see, not the same with alcohol, y'all. Alcohol doesn't give you that snapback. Alcohol kills you. And I lost a good brother. You know, this man saved my life. Randy, man. Thanks for the super chat. Salute. This man saved my life more times than I can remember. Like, he's the only man I've ever seen do the corporate rise. When he got his job, he was working as a trash man, making $9.25 an hour. And we laughed at him because we hustlers. I'm like, you crazy as a... I got them cracks on the block, homie. What you gonna go do that for? He took that job from $9.25 an hour to $150,000 a year. My man is the only person I've ever seen do the corporate climb. I thought that shit was only in white movies. I didn't know that really happened or you could really do that. But my homie Joesph P. Hall, rest in peace, he did that. $150,000 a year. And all thrown away by the power of alcohol. His job tried to help him. They sent him to an inpatient program. I was there with him at the inpatient program. We all had to write letters to the alcohol. Like they told us to write letters, and what would we say to the alcohol? My shit was short and sweet. I said, fuck you, alcohol, die slow. His mother wrote something that made the whole room cry. So I thought that was enough. That after seeing that, my homie would shake it off and get it back together. But no, alcohol is too strong for that. Alcohol is a strong motherfucker. And when it gets a hold of you, it holds on tight. Holds on real tight. And nothing they said at that program could save my homie. They showed us pictures of how the brain looks on alcohol. Holes in your brain. It puts holes in your brain. My homie had to take nerve medicine. Like, when he wasn't drinking, his head did this. Like, his whole body would just shake when he wasn't drinking. So he had to take nerve medicine for that. And our system will chase people for smoking weed. I've had people say stuff to me on this thing about smoking weed. And here it is, alcohol is legal. You can legally assassinate yourself, because that's what my homie did. He legally killed himself. So no one could save him. We couldn't call police on them. Ken J, he said it almost took me losing my daughter to quit. Well, Ken J, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you quit, and I'm glad you're amongst the living. Because my homie didn't have to be dead. Now, we can't choose how we die. Death is a surprising factor. But some of us can really call on the Grim Reaper and knock on his door and make him come see you. And when you drinking alcohol like my homie was, that's what happened. You know, he made the Grim Reaper come see him. So no, you can't know your death, but sometimes you can speed up the process by doing certain things. So Ken J, salute to you for beating that monster. Because alcohol is a monster. Now, all of the time, they chase us for selling weed. Like, you know how many people are in jail for selling marijuana? Motherland's realest, salute. I mean, 10, 15, 20 years for marijuana, which has been proven to be more medical than anything. How many accidents have we heard of a man smoking a joint and causing a 10-car pileup? How many times we heard that? I'll wait. Mr. Walsh, salute. I'll wait. No, weed ain't. How many times somebody smoked the joint and just went crazy? Nah. But see, weed is illegal and alcohol is legal. I noticed one thing when the COVID started. I'm in the hood, I'm walking to my mother's house. I walked past the liquor store, and the liquor store was jumping like it was Club 54, Studio 54. It was a party in there. So this goes out to my peoples, my melanated peoples, my poor peoples. They have given you the license to assassinate yourself. And now in the ghetto, we have a liquor store, maybe 2 on every corner. You go to the rich people's neighborhood, it's called Wine and Spirits. In the ghetto, it's called the liquor store. And there's a reason why there's 2 liquor stores on every corner. They know when you poor and you messed up, you're going to want to drown them sorrows away. But when you do that, you create more sorrows. You create more problems. You tear up your families. My homie lost a $150,000 job for alcohol. And they worked with him. They didn't want him to go. They worked with him. Phoenix down. 2 cases of 30 packs. Yes, Jackson. Chaxium. Yeah, salute, Mr. Wash. No, I didn't know that. But it's just funny how in the rich community it's called Wines and Spirits. And in the ghetto it's called alcohol, liquor store. And it's treated like that. The people hanging in front of the liquor store are not the greatest of people. They're not going nowhere. Now let's talk about what liquor does to your temple. It destroys your temple. My homie had drunk liquor so much it damn near became part of his blood. It thinned out his blood. It thinned out his blood. It became part of his system. Like I've learned, there's 2 things that there are 2 withdrawals that can kill you: heroin and liquor. You can die from the withdrawal of liquor. Now, even when you go to get your you do your driving test, and they give you that 5-hour class. What's that 5-hour class about? It's about showing you the people that was drinking and driving. They got one guy, he's like, and he's messed up because he drunk, crashed his car, and messed himself up. But what about the people that these drunk people are hitting, popping in the air, and killing? But yet, weed is illegal. It cures glaucoma, cataracts, nausea, helps people sleep. That's illegal. and liquor is legal. And there's a lot of them in the poor communities. That's not a coincidence, y'all. Now, I'm without one of my greatest friends because of alcohol, and we tried our best to stop him. His mother, the family, but the alcohol was too strong. So now we prepare for a funeral. And my homie was only 47, young. So if you got a family member that's battling with these demons, you need to jump on it. You can't save everybody. I couldn't save my homie. But maybe this message can help you save somebody in your family or your great friend. Show them this video. Let them know Mr. Light Burley said alcohol is for suckers. If you need to alter yourself, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Salute, Bully Burley. Thank you. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That story is about alcohol. How you think Dr. Jekyll becomes Mr. Hyde when he drinks the potion? Guess what he's drinking? He's drinking that spirit. He's drinking that liquor. That's the story about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You drink the fire water, you become a monster. You become Mr. Hyde. My homie, Lord of mercy, like we, and the movie The Shining too. Salute, Mr. Bully Burley. Salute, The Shining, Jack Nicholson. Who you think that was about? You know. My homie, we was in the trenches together. We came from the mud. Wars, gun wars, street wars, hustling to becoming better men. And I was hoping one day he could see me snatch that 52 block mantle. But because of alcohol, he won't be able to physically see it. But because he is a God, his spirit has returned back to the essence. And I want to believe that he's watching over and he's going to see it. Mr. Wash, salute. We have been living the lie. And the lie is being sold to us. Liquor is sold on every commercial. They make it cool. If you chilling, have a drink. You about to get with that woman, have a drink. Take the edge off. See, and that was my homie's problem. To take the edge off, he needed liquor. You shouldn't need liquor to take your edge off. All you need is you. This is why martial arts is bigger than just fighting. I've discovered the treasure trove of confidence in martial arts. Not just in the fact that I can punch somebody in the eye, because I can get punched in the eye. Fighting is any given Sunday. You know, with all your information, you still can get your ass whooped. So, fighting is the smallest thing that I got out of martial arts. What I truly got out of martial arts was knowing myself and gaining the confidence that liquor couldn't do what it just did to my homie, to me. And that's no slight at my homie, because he was a great fucking man. But great men fall too. Great men go to jail. Great men get killed. But to reach a place in martial arts, because we use our body as our temple in martial arts. So you learn to respect your temple more than the average person as a martial artist. Salute, Mr. Wash. He lost his son. Our condolences. I was, I really got to take my time with this live because, like I said, I don't want to be on live crying and falling apart. But I'm really upset with liquor right now. If liquor was a man, I'd put my hands and feet all over him. I'd give him the burly business, and this burly business is serious. I got 15 to 20 years of straight, built-up aggression. So if liquor was a man, I'd put hands and feet all over him. But we gotta, this is why you gotta be aware, because they're giving us the weapons to kill ourselves. They want us to die. That's why that movie Matrix was so real. To the system, we are just batteries. They don't care what happens to you. As long as you pay them taxes and put your money back into the monster, you drink liquor, you can drink yourself under a bridge and die. They don't care. The only reason they mad at drug sellers is because they ain't getting a piece of the money. Let's keep it real. You know why they was mad at me when I was a crack dealer? Because they didn't get none of the money. Tax-free money. That's why they was mad. Not because you selling drugs. They don't give a fuck. You die, somebody replaces you. Just like the Matrix. There's another battery waiting right behind you. So we got to stand up and take responsibility for the things that we do to our temple. This is why, to me, martial arts is so important. Because when you get on the path, you don't want to do nothing to your temple that can kill you or really break your temple down. Especially if you got some fights coming. Alcoholics could never last in the world of fighting. Your body would be so destroyed, you can never compete at the highest level being an alcoholic. Salute, Mr. Wash. Man, thank you. Thank you. If I can help pull anybody out of their place, of their sunken place, because we all got a sunken place. We all didn't believe. Very few of us can just believe. Like, everything you know about yourself, somebody else told you. So now you got to wipe that away and find out who you really are. But you got to believe in yourself to pull yourself out the sunken place. And when you don't believe in yourself, the sunken place gets deeper. And there are a lot of insecurities and demons that they say we fight. And the demons are you. There are no other demons in your head that have come from the pit of Hades to bring you back. Those demons you hear talking, that's you. Them angels that you hear talking, that's you. Now you got to decide what part of you are you going to listen to. They're both in your head, and they're both you. There's no God sitting up in the sky whispering in your ear. You're God. You're whispering in your own ear. You're talking to yourself. So now you got to figure out who you're going to listen to. The one that makes you weak or the one that makes you strong. It's easy to blame God and the devil. Those are mere blame because as humans, not wanting to take responsibilities, we need to blame people. Oh, it was God that took my baby. It was the devil that made me do it. That's for beta people, beta males and beta females. Alpha males and alpha females, stand up for your ish. Take responsibility. God ain't do it, you did it because you're God. The devil ain't do it, you did it because you're the devil too. You're both because you're him. And there's always a flip side to the coin. But both of them equal you. That's why as a human, you have the ability to do the greatest evil or the greatest good. You have the switch to do both. So enough with the finger pointing and the blaming. The devil made me drink. No, you drinking. My homie killed himself. Ain't no blaming that. He did it. God ain't do it. God gave him the job that paid for his his inpatient program. His job was paying a program. I think it was like $2,000 a day for that program he was in. God did that because he did that. He put in the work that made those people want to take care of him like that. But even they came to a point where they said, we gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. We did all we could do. See, that's what they mean when they said God has the child that holds his own. You're God. If you ain't got your own, nobody got you. Nobody. Don't believe anybody that says they got you. There's no way they can have you because they got themselves. And in this ride of life, there's only room for one. You come in by yourself, you leave in by yourself. Now you got to figure out how you want to live. How you want to leave. You want to leave a stand-up man, a stand-up woman, 10 toes down, in the dirt. Salute, Ibrahim Jacob, man. Thank you for that super chat. 10 toes down. That's if you want to leave like that, then you gotta protect yourself. You can't let this world pull you down. You can't let these commercials kill you, because they don't care about you. You're a number. A social security number, that's what you are. You're a number. And when that number's up, they'll get a new number. So if you ain't caring about yourself, then you're done. No one's here to do that for you. No one's here to hold your hand. Hold your own hand. See, that's why you got two. Because you can hold your own hand. See, and when you a stand-up dude like that, you attract other stand-up people. Like Bully Burley. Stand-up soldiers. See, when you a soldier and the general, you attract others. They see the beacon, they see the smoke signals, and they come to it. So if you need anything to alter who you are, you're in your lower self. You're in your beta mind. When you in your God mind, you don't need that. And if you do, you're in control of that. I'm not saying you can't drink, but don't let the drink you. You drink the motherfucking Henny. If the Henny is drinking you, then you're done. J.R. Canubla, peace and respect from a late. Wow! I'm always proud to get international people here in here. Thank you. Salute, warrior. Thank you for checking into this live. You are what matters. And you only matter to you. My teacher told me, he said, there's a billion eyes in this planet, Light. Who the F are you? And he was correct. And what he was trying to say is only you matter to you. And when you matter to you, you matter to other people. Motherland's realist, thank God he stopped. And tell him like Burley said, thank you. Thank you for showing strength over substance. I can't believe as gods, we can let a substance pull us down. And we're gods. J.R. Canubla, loving 52 blocks. What's your motivation to be where you are now? My teacher told me that having information, you have a duty to get the information out and not die with that, not die with it. And I believe I'm doing my part. I'm not going to take this information with me to my death. I'm going to get it off of me and spread it. That's how you reach immortality. Immortality is what did Bruce Lee said? You want to be remembered? First, live a life that's worth remembering. Simple. That's how you reach immortality. Pharaoh 32, salute. So I'm glad I've made it through most of this live without crying like a little girl. I don't know why crying is always associated with girls, because some girls are tough, they don't even cry. But yeah, he was a good homie in the trenches. You know, we shot guns together, we got shot at together. Not saying this is how you grow up, but this is how we grew up in my hood, you know. And at every step of the way, he held me down. He used to call me the Black Jew, because all I would do was save my drug money. I ain't want to spend none of it. And he would tell me, he said, man, life is about memories. You can't take it with you, like. And I respect him for that, because he was correct. So in the honor of Mr. Joe, we're going to live bigger and greater. We taking 52 to every corner I can go. I'm going to Africa. Anywhere that will accept me, I'm going. In the honor of Mr. Joe. He said, live big. Yeah, crying is not soft. And in the hood, we do look at crying as soft. And there's a lot of men saying they will never cry. I'm not that man. Salute. Phoenix, for sure. I am not that man. But I've cried a lot. So that's why I'm not really crying as heavy now, because I'm kind of cried out. But I can feel it. And if it comes, it comes. You know, I ain't scared. I got a left hook that can knock most men out, so I ain't scared about crying on camera. Ain't no fear here. And the right hook. So I ain't worried about that. I just wanted to share this with my peoples that follow me and to put this message out that if you got somebody in your family that's drinking or you're drinking, stop now. Stop now. You can do this. You're a God. You're in your lowest self. A God doesn't need no substance. Yes, it does clear the soul. God doesn't need no substance. I smoke the weed don't smoke me. And anytime the weed starts smoking me is when I stop smoking. See, when the weed starts smoking me, I'm done. It's over. Because I smoke the weed. And when the weed smokes me, the journey is done. So that's how you can look at any substance you got, any substance you dealing with. When it starts doing you, you should put it down. You do it, it don't do you. You're God. Remember that. If my homie would have remembered that, he would still be here. If he would have knew that he's God. But now he's returned back to the universe that birthed him. The universe that gave him flesh. He just went back home. And he's either no more suffering. All of them debt collectors, you know what they can do. All of them debt collectors after my homie, guess what? You're holding the bag. And you didn't get to the bag. Good for you. But I thank y'all for helping me get through this live and allowing me to express myself. And for anybody who didn't hear it when I said it earlier, when I went to the program and I had to write a letter to my man's alcohol habit, I said, fuck you, alcohol, die slow. And that's the same message I'm putting out to anybody who has an alcohol problem or suffering from an alcohol problem. Fuck you, alcohol, die slow. But as gods, we got to have strength to overcome. So thank you for joining this live. And as I say, hands up, chin down, rumble, young man, rumble.